Three friends on a route that could rival the Colorado BDR. This trip had it all, from tough trails to camps you'll never forget. But in Colorado, having it all usually comes with a cost. Could a full-size truck squeeze through one of the state's deadliest trails? And would my stock Jeep even make it to the end?
Good morning, guys. I am so excited for this Overland guide, and I'm with this guy, the trail traveler. We are starting in Pitkin. Now, I'm not 100%, so we're gonna get on the trail, but before we do, I want you guys to know you can get gas and beer at the Pitkin General Store, and that's where we're starting, Pitkin, Colorado.
Which is right at the entrance to Cumberland Pass.
Yes, and that's one of the reasons I picked this, is because this is a middle point of the Colorado BDR, and our goal is to build a alternative, potentially better route to Wyoming.
The Colorado BDR is a 745-mile route that runs from New Mexico to Wyoming, crossing some amazing scenery of the state. It was designed for adventure bikes, but plenty of four-wheel drive travelers have followed it too. Now near Pitkin, the route takes Cumberland Pass, but I think we can swap that with Napoleon to make it a bit more interesting.
This trail is great so far. Now, the information for Napoleon Pass is up there on the screen. Now, it is not in Trails Off-Road right now. It is in Fun Treks, and Fun Treks has it rated as difficult. But by the end of us filming this, we will have a scouting route in Trails Off-Road for you. But I'm not sure if we're gonna rate it difficult or moderate. We'll see. I was gonna get hung up on that, so let's see what I'm getting hung up on and get a new angle. Oh shoot. I am gonna blame that on being sick, but I got a little too close to that edge right there. Another big issue, this is definitely slick enough where I need to be aired down. I was staying aired up because of clearance issues. I'm only on 32-inch tires, but it's too slick. I need to air down a little bit, so. Now, I definitely can't be complaining about breakover angle with Kerry out there with his Gladiator, but on 32s, this does make the breakover angle of this Jeep makes it a little bit tougher on certain aspects of the trail. So we'll see. Well, we have made it to the summit. It is windy, but I think we're having way too much fun filming this trail. It's absolutely gorgeous.
This is it. It's the up to this point, and we're at 11,000 feet right now. It's been a pretty damn fun trail.
Yeah.
Not too hard.
No.
There was that one turn. It was really sharp in the Gladiator, but made it up okay.
It was okay for a 4-door, and I know the 2 doors would have been like whatever. But, you know.
But it's supposed to get much worse going that way.
Wow, I can't wait.
And it starts from the summit. Two options, a narrow shelf road clinging to the ridge, or a lower, steeper descent. Now, it is recommended to take the lower line if it's wet or there's snow on the trail, as the upper line is quite off camber. And Kerry will demonstrate this safer route. Definitely a smart move with that weight up high. and I'll take the shelf road to see how sketchy it really is.
Apparently this one is more off camber, but I don't have anything on my roof, so it should be all right, but we're gonna see. It's actually a lot off camber. Jeeps have a very good ability to withstand pretty off camber situations. Now physically I feel pretty good. I know I don't sound good, but mentally I am not at my full strength. I can definitely tell that. Some of the mistakes I'm making already. So I gotta be somewhat careful in here, especially since we're getting into the more difficult section of Napoleon Pass. So you doing okay? You need me to get out?
To do a big multi-point turn.
All right, guys, this is one of those things I was talking about. Normally I'd film this. You might be able to see Carrie. There is a spot on Napoleon Pass where you gotta make a multi-point turn. It shouldn't be too bad for this JKU as Carrie is getting through it, but because I am not all there, I'm gonna just shoot it with the trail cam. Absolutely great driving, buddy. Now, if you have a short wheelbase on that squeeze section, you'll be able to probably get through it without making that little maneuver that both Carrie and I did. But this is fun. This is keeping you on the toes. And I'm interested to see what else we got. But when you're overlanding, you want to make sure you can keep going.
Yeah.
And that's why it's important to have good software. Both Carrie and I, we recommend Trails Off-Road and Gaia. I recommend Gaia.
I use Gaia.
So,
I mean, the only reason why I know that Onyx is showing this incorrect is because Onyx has Napoleon Pass as one of their routes. So
is it a featured route? I haven't even looked at it.
No, it's not.
Okay.
So, but we're, you know, I'm like, we're following that track, but the track goes through the woods.
Yeah.
From there, our route drops down towards the old Gold Cup Republic mine, a relic of the Tincup mining district that sat at nearly 10,750 feet. It produced silver, lead, and gold into the late 1800s. Now today, only scattered ruins remain from that short-lived boom. We got timber frames, tailing piles, and rusted machinery slowly giving way to the mountain. Along this stretch of trail, Willow Creek runs right beside us. The same waters where Jim Taylor first panned for gold back in 1859. Now Mr. Taylor carried his find in a tin cup, and that name of Tincup definitely stuck. A century and a half later, we are retracing that same route into the town of Tincup. But instead of chasing gold, we're chasing an incredible route north into Wyoming.
So we have made it to Tincup. Napoleon Pass was amazing, but now it's time, we need to find camp. And there's so many different options around here.
What are you thinking?
I don't know, man. There's so many great trails up that way. We want to continue going that way because that's where Wyoming is.
So
but
north,
yeah.
ish.
But there's so many great trails around there.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna kind of keep going, but this is where we're gonna start to separate from the Colorado BDR. You could have taken Cumberland Pass, end up in Tincup, and then they cut off that way. But we're cutting off north because there is some amazing trails that way.
Heading towards Taylor?
Yeah.
Let's do that. That sounds like a good plan.
I think it's a great plan. This route does have some of my absolute top favorite trails in Colorado on it, and I have a feeling that we're going to be doing one of my top 2. Now, that's going to bring us into part 2 of this video, where we are going to be going on another YouTuber's absolute favorite top trail of Colorado, which I'm not so sure I agree with, but we're going to go thoroughly investigate it to see why this YouTuber loves it so much. And I'll tell you about that as we get to it. All right, I think this might be our campsite. I'm gonna have Kerry come up and see if he'll confirm it. That's the thing with camping. Everybody has different preferences. I love an outstanding view, but I noticed not everybody cares about views. Some people like protection more, but this is an outstanding view. So we'll see what Kerry says.
Dude,
What do you think of that view?
I like it. I've ever been in.
Really?
Just noise all night long.
Huh.
Look, here, right across.
Oh, you're right. Checking us out. I've definitely been sick. You guys can hear it. And the only thing I've been eating while I've been sick has been pizza. So I am gonna do a Mountain House cheesy pepperoni pizza bowl. And I should be eating normal food tomorrow, but we're gonna stick to what's been working, pizza. And not a bad place to have it at. And I love when they're burning. I am not a pyromaniac, I promise. Well guys, I took a NyQuil. It is time for me to go to bed. The other guys are gonna stay up for a little bit. I'm going to bed way too early, but hopefully I feel and sound much better tomorrow. But Ali showed up, which is awesome. I'll introduce you guys to him in the morning if you haven't seen him in our other videos. But yeah, I am excited for this trip. I think today went really well, but we have way better days coming up. It's gonna be awesome. I even have some surprise guests, but if you've seen Kerry's video, probably already know who shows up in this one and what happens. But you won't have the full route until you watch this one. Good morning, guys, from camp. This is day 2. We got Kerry trying to get Lucas rounded up. We're all getting ready. And today is gonna be an awesome day. We are gonna be doing Italian Creek, but I'm gonna show you other ways to go that we have guides of. But Italian Creek, it'll be my first time, but I've heard such great things about this trail. And I'm really excited to see it.
So a big +1 for a portable chainsaw.
And big +1 for a big old truck.
Yep.
Alright guys, that was a great first night at camp, and we got Ali here. I did not do a good job of introducing him, but you will meet him all throughout today. He's also been in other videos of ours, as long as they've been edited. If not, they're coming. But we're on our way to Italian Creek. Italian Creek is rated difficult. It's kind of rough. It might be slow going. We're going to film it really well, so I don't know how long it's going to take us to get through it. But we're still pretty far south of Wyoming, so we got a lot of work to do to get up there. This trail is ridiculously scenic, and just talking to Carrie, it's gonna have some action, it's gonna have some shelf roads, it's gonna have even more scenery, and there's gonna be some ruins on this one. This is gonna be a great trail. So after we do Italian Creek, our plan is to do Schofield. That may be tomorrow, it may be tonight. Now, that is probably my second favorite trail in Colorado after Pearl Pass. And I absolutely love it, but I've never done it in this Jeep, which is a little bit bigger than my two doors. And that Bison is a lot bigger than what's typically good for that trail. Now, after all those signs, it gets a little bit rougher, a little bit steeper, and definitely rockier. I've went into four-wheel drive low, and I'm currently in third gear because it's not too bad, but it's definitely bouncy, as you're about to see. We're at Oliver's cabin. It is a great little spot with this view. Let me show it to you guys right now. But yeah, this is the view that Oliver's cabin has. What do you guys think of this?
It's awesome. This is an incredible view from here.
Yeah, this
It
is.
sucks.
I have no idea why we brought him along. This will be the last video you ever see Ali's Bison in. I can't wait. We're having a good time. We're having a little break, and then we're going to continue on Italian Creek.
Before we leave the area, it's worth mentioning Oliver Ziegler, the miner who lived in that cabin through the 1950s and 60s. He worked the nearby Star Mine just up the ridge, one of the last men still digging after the silver rush faded.
Probably should have an automatic, at least for filming purposes. Well, we've encountered some more ruins. This trail just keeps getting better and better. We had a water crossing some rocky ledges ago. And just look at the views that these guys had to work around here. This is absolutely incredible. We're gonna go check it out, but that's the thing that I love about these mining ruins and these old work sites, is these were their views. What do you think of it?
There's no Starbucks up here. You guys lied to me.
What is that?
Lucas is like...
We left the mine in good spirits, laughing and joking. I was definitely ready for more of that. But Italian Creek would have other plans.
Note to self, when you ask Carrie, is this a good idea, and he says yes, ignore him. But this next one is on me. We're gonna do it again because we need a redemption.
I don't think that was the right time.
Lee had a great idea when I was blaming myself for this. Instead, we're gonna blame Drew, who you will meet later in this video.
It's your fault, Drew.
Yeah, Drew. Well, why didn't you stop me from going in there twice? I can't say enough for these two guys. Now, I am not at 100%, so I was a little short, and especially I got a lot of mud in there. But these guys, I couldn't have asked for better people to be with me out there when I make really dumb decisions, which I probably would not have made if I was normally my normal self. Well, I think I'm drained out. The Jeep seems okay. I'm gonna run without the drain plugs for a little bit, try to get any last of this out. You can see right here, got some good mud, and we made a better video that way. Now, I don't recommend you guys to do that, especially, well, do what you want.
Third time's a charm?
No, we're done. Let's go. We're gonna keep going. I don't make good decisions when I'm sick, and clearly you guys are getting to see that right now. But I think that looked good on video. But that second one going in there twice, that's not something I would have normally done. I would have done one and done, and when I dropped into it, I would have been like, nope. Jeep seems fine, everything seems fine. We're gonna continue on. All right, it's time for redemption.
We move along the ridgeline with Italian Mountain towering behind. The same slopes once carved by miners chasing silver and lead through claims like the Star, Last Hope, and Stewart mines. Today, it's our convoy retracing their paths for a different kind of reward.
Coming down.
The ridge falls behind us and the trail ahead narrows into rougher country, where Italian Creek starts to show its teeth. And of course, more mud.
Now, if we go to the right here, it's a severe trail, pretty sketchy. I think we've had enough sketchiness for today, so we're gonna be going to the left. All right, stay with me. Don't die.
Oh, that's a huge rock. I see what you're saying. So if you're just like a little bit more that way, you'd clear it.
Wasn't pretty, but got done. Yeah, that rock was way too big. Well, I thought I had enough clearance, but I didn't on that one, so hopefully Lee got some good shots of it, but I had to go kind of around and take a little bit of an easier line. But we're back on the move. Fortunately, my camera died, but we got a nice little water crossing with some rocks. Let's go check those out. Well, this little water crossing is quite nice for washing off my wheels. And this is a sweet little section of trail. Water and in the trees with rocks. I like this. It's not mud. just like my friend said, this trail is absolutely awesome, but it is slow going in parts. But it's really not too bad. We're also filming, but taking it nice and easy. Getting bounced around a little bit, as you can see. Is it bad?
Oh, it's a gnarly rock garden.
Now, I know this stuff never looks good on camera, but these are pretty big boulders. If I had taken the same line as those guys with the bigger tires, I would have scraped pretty good. But what I did is came around here, curved in here, and then just used these boulders to climb up. I probably gave it a little bit too much gas at the end. I should just let it crawl. It was doing pretty good. But otherwise, that's not too bad. Now I should have just waited until later today. Instead of trying to make my own mud pits, there would be mud pits on the trail for me. This one's actually kind of deep. So we're gonna see how it goes. Ugh. Having some trouble with your DJI camera? My GoPro will play the video. Now, all this mud on this trail is a taste of what is likely to come on future trails, because we will be going on one of Colorado's most muddy trails, and Colorado really does not like mud. It doesn't do good, but this one trail, to stay the trail, you gotta kind of go through mud, and they can get pretty deep, but that'll probably be in 2 days, not tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. Well, the colors are amazing right here, and they're only going to get better because we're going on the other side of this, and I bet you it is going to be just like this, because my work is around where we're at, and there was reds, yellows, oranges. There was so many different colors, so we're going to be going to see those, but right now I wanted you guys to see this.
Cement Creek has plenty to offer, but with the sun dropping, it's time to move on. We'll head towards Crested Butte, grab fuel, and make our way up into the mountains to find camp near Schofield Pass. And that's where tomorrow's adventure's gonna begin.
Well, it was getting late and we were running out of camp spots, so came up with the plan to start Schofield Pass because there's campsites at the end of it, and we're at the waterfall campsite. So let me show you guys that. It's not the best one in terms of we don't have an epic view, but we have an amazing waterfall. And we don't also have the best terrain for setting up, but there's a lot of spaces around here. But what makes this camp spot special is the waterfall. So let me show that to you right now. Now guys, I don't even have to lie about the cooking because I've had so much of his cooking and it is the best.
Oh. He is a tired puppy.
Nice.
We hit pavement and his eyes closed.
And he fell asleep.
He was gone.
Well guys, day 2 was an eventful day. These are the details of today. Now, I am a bit nervous about tomorrow. In all seriousness, we're gonna make sure that we do this safely. We don't want anything to happen. But the thing about it is, I know Ali would be doing this. If he couldn't find someone to do it, he would be doing it alone. So we're gonna make sure that we have his back. And we're gonna get through Schofield, and then we're gonna head on up into the flat tops.
Oh.
Yeah, right here. Good morning from day 3. Now this campsite was pretty awesome. We heard running water all night, but the whole point of this campsite was to get us set up for Schofield Pass today. And that's exactly what we're about to be doing. We're gonna be tackling Schofield, which is probably one of my top 3 trails in Colorado. I absolutely love this trail. I have not done it in the 4-door yet though. I've done it in all my other Jeeps, but not the 4-door. So that's gonna be fun. But the reason that we got this campsite is we want to get on the trail early. So we're going to be taking off because we are going downhill. That means we do not have the right of way on Schofield, and we have a very big vehicle. Fortunately, I got a check engine light late last night as I was getting into camp. Ran the code. It's the camshaft position sensor. Not the best kind of code, but it's most likely from getting corroded. The Jeep's idling fine. Everything seems pretty good with the Jeep. I don't think it should be a problem with getting to Wyoming, but it will get. This whole Jeep is gonna get dialed in when I get home, cleaned out thoroughly, and everything is gonna be as good as new. But man, this trail is beautiful. Now guys, if you've seen in this video, I have not been wheeling very well. So, I'm gonna take my time. I'm not gonna be focusing on filming just because I know I'm making more mistakes being sick. Carrie will get some shots of the drone, but just know I am in 4-wheel drive low in first gear. And when it gets, right now it's pretty wide up here and I'm scouting it out. So my main focus is to scout this trail out for Ali. And I think I have come across the rock slide. So this is the rock slide that people have been talking about. It's actually not bad. It's just, it is a rock slide. This was not here last year. I did this a bunch of times last year. And it should be no problem for our vehicles. Just your slider. You did good. Good job, dude.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
Nice job.
Piece of cake.
With the rock slide behind us, we're heading towards the section that puts fear into most wheelers. Jagged, off-camber rocks lean you towards the cliff's edge, but that's just the warm-up. Below lies a narrow, heavily off-camber stretch that leaves you staring into the depths of the Devil's Punch Bowl. I'll go first. My Jeep's still stock, but I've got skids underneath and a healthy respect for what this trail can do.
In Glenwood Springs, I might need to go to a power washer and see if I can clean off those brakes.
That section is always tricky, and the longer wheelbase of my four-door didn't give me much room to maneuver. And now, for a Lee's full-size Bison, it's about to get much tighter.
Slow. You're right on the edge.
Bathrooms anywhere?
Ali absolutely crushed it. He made it look easy, but he was right on the edge of slipping off. One wrong move and that could have gone bad fast. Now it's Carrie's turn, his first time taking the Gladiator through this section of trail. Carrie handled that perfectly. After all that intensity, we finally get a moment to breathe, just soaking in the views at the Devil's Punch Bowl before that final stretch to Crystal Mill.
To put in, and I want to put these shocks on there, but they're just two different vehicles.
Hopefully my drone's not in your way. Let me know if it is.
Like I said in the title, mistakes were made. Now I got a little too close with the drone, and well, it didn't end well. Luckily, the trail cams and GoPros kept rolling.
All right, we have made it to Crystal Mill. Let's see what it looks like in these beautiful colors. Well, some things are starting to look up. My check engine light just went off. Now that is a good thing. Hopefully it stays off and we are off.
Little did I know this trip was only just getting started. Things would really ramp up once we climbed into those flat tops. So from here is a peaceful cruise down to Crystal River Road, an easy scenic trail back to Marble for a quick air up before we hop onto the West Elk Scenic Byway. That stretch of pavement winds towards Glenwood Springs, where the next chapter will begin. We're headed deep into one of the most remote parts of Colorado, and I'm telling you, the weather does not cooperate. But for now, it feels right to end part 1 on a high note. We safely got through Schofield Pass, the check engine light is finally gone, and even my sinuses are starting to feel a bit less congested. So subscribe for part 2, hit that like if you're enjoying these overland guides, and share this with your buddies who you want to take on this trip with you.